Hey there, YouTube fam. Welcome back to Accountability Now, where we're all about quick wisdom and mastering snap judgments. Today we've got something special in store. We're diving deep into Malcolm Gladwell's Blink to uncover its powerful insights on decision-making. Chapter 1. The Theory of Thin Slices. In the first chapter of Malcolm Gladwell's Blink, titled The Theory of Thin Slices, we embark on a journey to understand the power of quick, intuitive judgments. Gladwell introduces us to the concept of thin slicing, the ability to make rapid decisions based on a limited amount of information. He illustrates how our brains are wired to process vast amounts of data in the blink of an eye, allowing use to form accurate impressions in mere seconds. Gladwell cites examples such as art experts instantly recognizing the authenticity of a piece and experienced firefighters making life or death decisions in an instant. Gladwell's insightful quote, "We thin slice because we have to, and we come to rely on that ability because there are lots of situations where careful attention to the details of a very thin slice can tell us as much about what is going on as years of experience," highlights the significance of our unconscious mind's ability to discern patterns and make judgments. He challenges the conventional wisdom that more information always leads to better decisions. Throughout this chapter, Gladwell lays the foundation for the book's exploration of snap judgments, encouraging readers to consider the value of their own rapid decision-making abilities in everyday life. Chapter 2. The Locked Door. In the second chapter, The Locked Door, Gladwell delves into the concept of the Warren Harding error, a cognitive bias that leads us to make judgments based on superficial characteristics. He uses the example of Warren Harding, a U.S. president chosen primarily for his imposing appearance, despite his lack of qualifications for the role. Gladwell warns us about the dangers of relying on first impressions and explains that snap judgments can sometimes lead us astray. He points out that we often make quick decisions about people based on their appearance, assuming that good looks or charisma correlate with competence or trustworthiness. The impactful quote, "We're a bit too quick to come to conclusions about people based on their appearance," serves as a reminder of the pitfalls of snap judgments. It underscores the importance of digging deeper and challenging our initial assessments when making important decisions about individuals. This chapter serves as a cautionary tale about the influence of appearances and biases on our decision-making processes, setting the stage for a deeper exploration of these themes in the subsequent chapters. Chapter 3. The Warren Harding error. In Chapter 3, The Warren Harding error, Gladwell further explores the concept of snap judgments and the biases that underlie them. He emphasizes the idea that we often mistake confidence for competence, leading us to make poor judgments. Gladwell introduces us to the term thin slicing of social cues, explaining how we use small bits of information to form opinions about people. He provides examples of interviews and auditions where people make snap decisions based on limited interactions, often to their detriment. The quote, "We live in a world that assumes that the quality of a decision is directly related to the time and effort that went into making it," challenges the common belief that more time and effort lead to better decisions. It highlights the counterintuitive nature of snap judgments and their potential accuracy. Throughout this chapter, Gladwell encourages readers to recognize the limitations of their quick judgments and to be more mindful of how these judgments may be influenced by societal biases and preconceived notions. Chapter 4. Paul Van Riper's Big Victory, Creating Structure for Spontaneity. Chapter 4, titled Paul Van Riper's Big Victory, takes us into the world of military strategy and the importance of structured spontaneity. Gladwell recounts the story of General Paul Van Riper's unconventional victory in a military exercise, emphasizing the power of adaptability and quick decision-making. Gladwell explores how Van Riper's ability to improvise and change tactics on the fly allowed him to outmaneuver a larger and more heavily equipped opponent. He illustrates how rigid adherence to plans can sometimes be a hindrance when quick adjustments are needed. The quote, "The key to good decision-making is not knowledge, it is understanding," underscores the idea that deep comprehension of a situation can lead to more effective decision-making than relying solely on accumulated knowledge or predetermined plans. This chapter serves as a compelling example of how structured spontaneity can lead to success in dynamic and unpredictable situations, challenging the notion that strict adherence to plans is always the best course of action. Chapter 5. Kenna's Dilemma: The Right and Wrong Way to Ask People What They Want. In Chapter 5, Kenna's Dilemma, Gladwell explores the challenges of understanding what people truly want when they themselves may not be fully aware of their preferences. He presents the story of Kenna, a musician, and his struggle to choose the right songs for an album. Gladwell delves into the intricacies of market research and consumer preferences, highlighting the limitations of directly asking people what they want. He argues that consumers often lack the self-awareness to accurately articulate their desires. The impactful quote, "We ask questions not just to get answers, but to get the answers we want," reveals the complexity of gathering meaningful information from individuals. It suggests that the way questions are framed can influence the responses received. This chapter challenges the conventional approach to market research and highlights the importance of understanding the subconscious factors that drive consumer choices, setting the stage for a deeper exploration of the mind's hidden influences. Chapter 6. 7 Seconds in the Bronx: The Delicate Art of Mind Reading. Chapter 6. 7 Seconds in the Bronx takes us into the realm of mind reading and the subtle cues that can reveal a person's true intentions or feelings in a matter of seconds. Gladwell shares the story of Amadou Diallo, an unarmed man shot by police officers who misinterpreted his actions. Gladwell delves into the concept of thin slicing social situations, where our brains rapidly process information to make judgments about people's behavior. He explores the delicate art of interpreting nonverbal cues, facial expressions, and body language. The impactful quote, "The task of making sense of ourselves and our behavior requires that we acknowledge there can be as much value in the blink of an eye as in months of rational analysis," underscores the importance of trusting our instincts and recognizing the value of rapid judgments in certain situations. This chapter challenges our understanding of human behavior and highlights the potential for miscommunication when we overlook the subtleties of nonverbal cues. It encourages readers to become more attuned to the unspoken signals in their interactions with others. Chapter 7. Conclusion: Listening with Your Eyes: The Lessons of Blink. In the concluding chapter, Listening with Your Eyes: The Lessons of Blink, Gladwell ties together the key insights from the book and provides a summary of the lessons learned. He emphasizes the importance of paying attention to the subtle cues in our environment, whether it's in social interactions, decision-making, or problem-solving. Gladwell reflects on the idea that our unconscious mind plays a significant role in shaping our judgments and decisions. He challenges the notion that we should always rely on deliberate, rational analysis and suggests that intuition and quick judgments have their place in our lives. As readers, we are reminded of the quote, "The world we experience is not a direct replica of the world that exists," highlighting the idea that our perception is filtered through our biases, experiences, and rapid judgments. In this final chapter, Gladwell encourages us to listen with our eyes, be more aware of the hidden influences on our decisions, and embrace the power of snap judgments when they align with our deeper understanding of the world around us. Accountability lessons. Now let's get to the accountability lessons from Blink. 1. Trust your gut, but don't ignore the need for understanding. 2. Be aware of your biases and strive to make more informed judgments. 3. Practice structured spontaneity in your decision-making process. Leadership takeaways. And here are 3 leadership takeaways. 1. Encourage your team to rely on their instincts when appropriate. 2. Promote a culture of diversity and inclusion to minimize biases. 3. Foster an environment where creative problem-solving is encouraged. And there you have it, folks, a deep dive into Blink by Malcolm Gladwell, packed with actionable insights and memorable quotes. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our quick wisdom sessions. Let's go, and I'll catch you in the next one.